So this is the story of the afternoon. Stage 11 of the rally. Takamoto Katsuta went into the stage just 5.2 seconds off the lead of the event. Something quite clearly has gone wrong. There's been an impact there on the right side of the car.
You'd have to say, Cole, does it look as though he's almost hit an Armco or something? Because the bottom half of the bumper and the sill untouched.
It's an odd impact. Something hanging almost over, and he's gone into
a lot of fluid coming out of it.
A lot of fluid. Now, so here's the thing. It was a remote service today. What does that mean? It means that there is no service, but the cars and the drivers carry spare parts. They very much carry spare fluids. You can see that car is absolutely draining its radiator fluid. They will have spare fluid. They will have the means to potentially plug any leaks in that radiator. It's that bottom left side of the radiator where they're working with the gum to try and plug the leak. Let's take a look underneath there and see what we can see. Yeah, something's gone through there, I think, and punctured that radiator. You can see the damage to the left side of the grille, just below where the light pod would have been. Something has punched in there. And look at the gum. He's got the gum in his fingers, the gum in his hands, and that's what they'll use to try. Before they put any more fluid into that cooling system, they will try and repair whatever however many holes there are. Stage end water is at times absolutely invaluable. Not ideal for the cooling system, but absolutely better than nothing. Let's watch. So they're topping up the coolant system. You get to the stop line, you know you've got a coolant problem. You take on as much water as you can. It's not. There we go. Here's the acid test. Pressure up that system, and let's see. They're putting the grill back on again, so that suggests that they're reasonably confident. Look at that. That's going to take a little bit of cable tying on, I suspect. David?
Yeah, a bit of tank tape maybe, Cole, just across the back.
Takamoto, a desperate situation. How did it happen?
Just a stupid mistake.
Yeah. We'll leave you to it. I don't know if you heard that, just a stupid mistake. He's obviously very disappointed. I'm not going to push him. That would be unfair. Checking now once again that cooling system. They've topped up the power steering. Let's try. Here we go. Okay, so we've come a further 4 kilometers along the road heading towards stage. Yeah, I heard that. It's still leaking, and you can see that, can't you? Leaking.
Chewing gum.
Right, he needs the gum, so it's still leaking, and you can see that. Look in there, you see the dark patch. So maybe you can just pick out the radiator, the light silver, the dark patch is where the leakage is coming from, at the top there of the radiator, all the way down. Okay, here we go again. Mind yourself. Still leaking, you can see it. Look at it, absolutely. This isn't looking good, I have to say.
Big pressure. Because the material is on now.
Too big pressure is what Takamoto said. There's too much pressure in the system. It is desperate measures, desperate times for Aaron and for Taka-san.
The pressure is so big, it just came through this chemical metal. Just push through it.
Yeah, so what we know about Toyota, we saw it yesterday with the issues that Kalle Rovanperä had. They will basically work up a model of the issue in the service park in record time yesterday, and the engineers will work on that mock-up, and then they will potentially make videos. They will send the videos out to the driver and the co-driver and say, this is how you fix this.
It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's the 5th line from the bottom. Agreed?
Yes, correct, yes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, number 5.
So what they're trying to do there with the snips, they're just trying to get rid of that mesh just so they can get better access into that radiator. And what they're discussing is exactly where they think that damage is. The engineers have sent them a photo and they've annotated that photo, so they've put some marks on the photograph just telling them or just clarifying what it is they've perhaps told them, what it is maybe they've explained to them in a text, what they're telling them over the telephone, just to make sure wherever these guys are trying to effect a repair, it is the right place.
Screw is not strong enough to squeeze it.
Yeah, I think what they're trying to do is to cut through the mountings of that grill to try and get the grill out of the way so they can work on the radiator. But the pliers they were using not quite strong enough. Okay, Taka-san just asking how much time they've got. Aaron's told them, didn't quite hear what that was. He's going to have another go at that grill.
That's about as tight as it's gonna get it. I think now this chewing gum is still not strong enough to holding the oily side. It came through off before.
Yeah, so we've got the power steering, like some of the pressure from the power steering is in there, so it's more than the engine, which is what
Yeah, sure.
from the radiator.
Sure.
But that's why we do the squeezing, because now the squeezing makes the hole smaller, so the pressure is lower.
Okay, okay.
Oh, no, come here. Look at that. Oh dear. Spurting out the right side. Yeah, it wasn't just leaking, it was absolutely spurting through the minute they pressured up the system.
It's leaking through the chemical metal, so we will keep batting them.
Maybe no, top one, another one, this one. It's another hole is one top.
Yeah, so
One
take
up.
this.
Yeah, but you should do this and the other one.
Should I take the pliers off and block the sixth? Because then there will be two, or the pliers have to stay on the fifth.
Yeah, what you absolutely don't want to risk, look, as I've mentioned already, power steering, if that's gone for the rest of the day, that doesn't matter. Taka-san is extremely fit. He'll be a bit sore this evening, but he'll be fine. What they cannot risk is the engine. Okay, Aaron just checking with the team. They've put that gum in, and Aaron's saying, how long do we have to wait? Give it some time to set. Give it some time to harden. I think they're trying, perhaps to take some of the pressure out, maybe to bypass something there.
Yeah, which, yeah, you can do, Cole, but as soon as you start to work on the radiator, you're going to impact on the cooling of the car. That's then going to send the temperature
Yeah,
up.
they are bypassing.
The driver side hose that goes into the cooler, you want to connect it directly to the reservoir. Okay.
So this bypass that they've created here, you can see the blue connecting the U, the 90 left, if you like. There is a clear plastic fitting that the blue pipe's gone into. They're going to obviously try and hold that together and pull it really tight with cable ties, I guess. Let's have a look. That's exactly what they're doing. So they're using the, what do you call that wire, David? Is that chicken wire? What do you call that? No. What do you call that sort of wire? I don't know what that wire is.
Locking wire.
Locking wire. And they're going to use that, and they're going to use some cable ties to try and hold that bypass together. As we've already mentioned, system, massive pressure when they fire up, even greater pressure when they go into stage mode. The fluids that are in that system will find the weakest point. That is the weakest point. If there's a natural water source, they can stop and they can fill their bottles. And now it's a pipe, it's a tube he's taken, David. It's another tube.
Well, exactly, Cole. You'll use absolutely anything.
Do you want me to put the camelback tube over the dipstick tube inside it, or slide it down the side? Wait, slide it down the side.
Oh my word. Here we go.
Yeah.
Oh, here it comes. Look at this. You see Aaron Johnson.
Yeah.
Okay, so they're taking engine oil out from the engine oil, and they're siphoning it into the power steering oil well. Wow. Oh, fair play, Aaron Johnson. Again, pressure into it, sucking through. Once it starts, it should keep coming. Oh, dear. Has he got some water? Surely we can give him some water for that. Can we give him some water for his mouth?
Can we?
Yeah.
Only to drink.
Yeah.
Only to drink. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, fair play. This is where rallying comes to the fore. This is what rallying is all about. One of the best drivers in the world, one of the best co-drivers in the world, faced with technical issues that just about everyone else would say, I can't fix this. And I'm just astonished, David, at this. The ingenuity, the absolute perseverance, the never give up attitude
And just
How much engine oil we can take?
the actual decision to actually siphon and essentially suck engine oil into your mouth. You know, when in Formula One, are you ever going to see that?
Never.
When is it even considered as a solution?
Never. Nowhere in any other sport. It is what makes this sport magnificent. So, not sure how much that is, but just checking how much you can take from the sump. They are going to then use that. That's a remarkable solution. Engine oil going into the power steering well. Now, what's Taka-san doing? He's holding it up because he's kinked it to stop it coming through. If here we go, and are they going to go again? Or are they going to take it out? I don't know.
You've got to be very careful because you don't want to take too much of the engine oil because then you're going to create a considerable issue in another area.
Really quite remarkable that someone had the ingenuity to think we can do this. That Aaron Johnston had prepared to actually crack on and sort it out. Didn't give up. Made sure he got into that sump, and then off he went and took a mouthful of engine oil, used engine oil, David, as well.
Well, in fairness, used or unused, you're not really, it's not favoured.
If you had a choice, you would take unused. You would. Aaron Johnston, I'll buy you a beer after this one. There we go. One. Well, there's a thumbs up. Yeah.
Well, thank you, Daniel.
I'll tell you what. That's a sign of appreciation. In Japan, they are so respectful. You very rarely get cheering or applause, but that is a sign. These people have witnessed something very special indeed. Gambate, come on. Here we go. Let's take a look at the front. Is there anything coming through there? No, there's not. Oh, I think there is. Oh, go on. Well, do you know what? Whatever happens, absolute 10 out of 10 for effort from Aaron Johnston and Takamoto Katsuta. They tried everything. They went to the absolute extremes, David, to try and keep that car in this event.
And the whole team as well, all of Toyota, they've all clearly worked on that. You could hear in the end they were talking to Tom Fowler, technical director.
When you talk about teamwork, that was the absolute epitome of teamwork. What a demonstration. We did sadly see some oil coming from the front of that car. We're going to head on the road section and keep our fingers crossed that they get into the stage. Big ask, but let's see what happens. My goodness me, that is Takamoto Katsuta. That enormous effort that car 18 went through to get here to the final stop line. Let's see if we can have a quick word with Taka-san. Grab a quick word. Here we go. Oh my word, Taka-san, a huge effort to get here. How did the car fail through the stage?
Yeah, thanks to Aaron and the team. But yeah, nothing much to say.
Wow, that is just quite incredible. I wouldn't have bet €1 on them getting this far. There is still 2 more stages to go. There's the final stage proper of the day, and then the super special. That is some effort from Takamoto Katsuta and Aaron Johnston. Goodness me, they head on. 2 more to go. Can they achieve almost the impossible and drag that car through the stages to the finish? You wouldn't have bet any money on that an hour and a half ago. So we're on the road section, heading back to the final stage of the day, the penultimate stage, which was the last proper stage of the day. Remarkably, Takamoto Katsuta and Aaron Johnston were 8th quickest through that incredible fix that we watched them toiling away to achieve. Seems to have held just 1 more stage to go. It's a very short super special stage, just half a kilometre from the service park. It does look as if, remarkably, they have made it back to service this evening. What an afternoon we have had here. It was an absolute privilege to watch that team working so hard to keep that car in the event. They're 15th overall, top 10 still a possibility, and that is only because of that incredible repair that you watched at the side of the road. What an afternoon those two have had. Not the afternoon they wanted, but my goodness me, they can take a lot of pride in their efforts to keep themselves in Rally Japan. Club Dirtfish. It's a new type of rally content where you can join like-minded rally fans and you set the agenda. It's your exclusive pass to the service park.
Club Dirtfish is the home of exclusive rally content.
It's a 10 out of 10 for these boys from me this weekend. Do you want, though, the opportunity to debate my driver ratings? Club Dirtfish, the only place you can do that.
With Club Dirtfish, it's your time to ask the questions.
And great news for British and Irish rally fans. We're delving deeper into your national championships, including a dedicated podcast. If video is your thing, Club Dirtfish is the only place for our bloopers and behind the scenes content like this. Sounds good? Well, join the club at dirtfish.com/Patreon.